Okay, guys, I'm feeling a little bit convicted lately. There are days where I'm so busy that I put God last. I give him my leftovers. I do quick prayers. I pray throughout the day, but it's not the same as getting into your secret place and closing the door and turning off your phone and just sitting with him in stillness and giving him your complete undivided attention. But there's so many days where I'm so busy with my kids and appointments and errands that I end up giving him my leftovers. And I don't know if some of you relate that there's some days you are not reading the word. And this isn't to condemn or make things like ritualistic, like you have to check off these boxes. It's about the desire of wanting to meet with him, wanting to hear him, wanting to know him more, so much that we're willing to sacrifice things. We're willing to put down our phones. We're willing to turn off Netflix. We're willing to sacrifice time that maybe we would go out shopping or doing other hobbies, whatever it may be, and saying that, Lord, you are worthy. I'm just thinking there's so many days that I feel like I don't even sit down for an hour in his presence. And how much more is he worth than an hour of our time? But sometimes we don't even do that. I just feel super convicted. I want to meet with him every day in secret, every single day of my life. I want to come into his presence because he's worthy. He's worthy of meeting with. He's worthy of being the first priority in my life above everything else. And so I'm going on a journey. And like I said, this isn't about rules and checking off boxes. This is about a journey of putting him first above everything else, even in the busiest moments, even when I'm in seasons of running here and there. I'm going to sacrifice time every day to sit in at his feet and listen and pray and just soak him in. If I miss a day, like I started last week of doing this, where I've dedicated an hour every day. Like, what is an hour? It's nothing. He's worth so much more than that, and that's the least I can do, is come and sit with him for an hour with my phone turned off and just fully focused on him and not worrying about what's going on or what I have to do, but just sitting and fully embracing him. And I started this about last week, and I said, you know what, no matter what, I'm going to meet with my king. No matter what, I'm going to open up his word every day, whether it's a few verses or a whole book or whole chapter. I'm going to do it. This is my priority. This is seeking his kingdom first above everything else, even in a world that's so fast paced and we're constantly going, we're constantly distracted. We need to slow down and get into the secret place with God. It's all about the secret place. This is where he molds us and shapes us. This is where he refines us. This is where he equips us for whatever may come. This is where he builds up our holy faith, and strengthens us and gives us his peace and renews our mind. This is where life happens, in the secret place where no one else sees, that we close the door and we come into the presence of God. And so there's been a few days I've missed, even though I said no matter what. But guess what? I'm human, I'm flawed, but he has the grace to cover me. And I start again the next day, and I will keep going until my stretches get longer and longer, that I don't miss this appointment. Like, make it an unbreakable appointment. We make appointments with other people and we don't dare break them, but with God we do. And I'm just so convicted. I don't want to miss anything he has planned for me. And so I pray that you'll go to him too and make a promise and say, Lord, I want to meet with you above everything else. And ask him to help you by the power of the Holy Spirit to give you a desire to pray, a hunger for his word, that desire to get in secret every single day with him, because he's so worthy. I just think of how ridiculous it seems that there are some days I don't spend any time in stillness with him. And I don't want to do that anymore. It's not okay, and it's not right. And so I pray you'll join me on this journey. Let's seek our King. Let's get away in secret and listen for his voice, and let him reveal mysteries to us. Let him show us what he has prepared for us so that we can go walk in the world in his power and in our purpose. This is where we find out secrets when we come here and meet with him. He reveals things to us. He gives us wisdom. So I pray you'll join me and say, no matter what, I'm going to meet with my King. Even if my house is a mess, I'm going to leave the dishes for 1 hour a day, or if I have to sacrifice sleep and get up an hour earlier, or before I go to bed, whatever it is, you find the time. We want more of God, but a lot of times we're not willing to sacrifice. And so I'm seeking him like never before. And I know that he will meet with me and he will give me grace to walk in this. Bye.